All right, welcome back. So we're doing another challenge activity. This one's look out for the shark. This happens to be code.org CS Discoveries, and this is lesson 13, sprite movement. So you can see in this case, if you look up here at the top, we've already kind of created the bubbles, and we have the fish moving, and they reflect that down here, what we've done in a previous challenge activity. And now we're going to add a shark. So it says at this point you should have fish that waggle as they swim right to left across the screen and bubbles that float up to the top of the screen. Now let's add a shark lurking at the bottom of the screen. So we need to go and find a shark animation because we don't have one in here. So let's go ahead and go to new animation and let's find shark. So it looks like that one's pretty close to what they had on the screen there. If we go back to code. So in our animation now, we have this shark that we can use, okay? And that's what they say, find a shark animation you like, add the new sprite to the scene, resize the shark if needed, okay? And then make sure the shark's location random so that it's in a different location towards the bottom of the screen each time your program runs, and then use a counter pattern to make the shark move. Okay, so several things we gotta do here. First, we gotta create a new variable for our shark. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we need to also set our animation. So that's going to be this right here. And we want to set that to shark. Now, we have, it says create sprite. 200 is going to place it kind of in the middle here, and we want it to actually be off the screen. So let's go ahead and make this negative 150. So it's going to be way off the screen. And then what we want to do is have a random. Okay, actually, yeah. So we want to have a random right here. And we'll set its location. Okay. So let's drag the random number out. And let's give it 290 to 410. So it's going to be along the bottom here. So that it's a little bit off screen. Okay, so every time we run it, you can see it's kind of down here, and it's up a little bit. So see what the 150 does is places it off the screen here a little bit, and if we wanted it even further, we could make this 200, and then you just wouldn't see it here. Okay. So now the next thing we need to do is actually just have the shark move. So down here at the bottom, we're going to add shark.x. And then we want to add 4 to this because we want it to move faster than the fish. So we're going to go ahead and do this. And then make sure we add shark.x to this. And then we'll do 4. So what this is going to do is every time the loop runs, it's going to move the X location over 4. It's going to give it the illusion that it's moving across the bottom of the screen. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And there you can see that it's moving across. And then if we were to run it again, it's just going to move all the way off the screen. If we run it again, now it's at a different location. Now it's lower, higher. Okay, so that's kind of how you can set that to have it move, a speed. This is how you're going to create it right up here. Okay. And I think that's it. If you did want to change the size of it, we could add scale here as well. And you could do shark and make it, a little smaller. Okay. See, now it's a little smaller. All right. So hopefully that helps you with your coding, and good luck.